Hey, what's going on? Aaron Chen here. Hope you're doing well. If you're watching this video right now, you might be doing a bit of research on this website here called Clickworker, okay? Now, this is a very interesting one. I'm going to review Clickworker, and then by the end of this video, you can decide whether or not you want to spend a little bit of time on Clickworker, earn a little bit of side income, or you might decide that this is, not worth your time and you might want to do something else, okay? So Clickworker has been around for quite a while. It's very similar to another website called Remote Tasks, okay? And there's also another website called Amazon Turk, right? So these are all what you call micro gig sites. That means you can come on here, you can sign up pretty much for free, okay? And then you can start doing jobs in different areas and you can start earning income on the side, right? Now, Clickworker is definitely one of the better ones. I've reviewed quite a lot of, sort of make money online gig websites, and quite a few of them are so-so, like Amazon Turk, for example. It pays you pennies on the dollar. Remote Tasks doesn't pay you that much as well, but these are all legitimate sites. That means that you can really sign up, you can really get jobs, and they will really pay you out this income, which is great, all right? Because, online there are a lot of really dodgy websites out there that aren't very good, but Clickworker, Amazon Turk, and Remote Tasks are actually pretty good. It's just about how much money you can really earn, okay? So let's talk about Clickworker a little bit. So if you scroll down here, it's got a very nice website. They've been around for years, right? So very legitimate. It's a European-based business. And you can see here that they now have a workforce of over 2 million click workers globally. It's pretty amazing, right? So the company is, it's now based in the USA and Germany, right? So that's the European component. And the workforce is located in over 136 countries around the world. So you can be based pretty much anywhere, and you can sign up for Clickworker for free, okay? Now, how does this actually work? So you can see here, register as a customer, or you can register as a Clickworker, right? So that's what you would probably do if you wanted to earn some income on the side with Clickworker. So this is how it works. You click here, you sign up for free, right? And they will bring you through a series of questions. So you have to log in you're setting up an email address. They will ask you more detailed questions about your skills, your background, that sort of thing. What are some of the things that you can do? And then there are a couple of tests that you have to take, because in order for you to qualify as a Clickworker, you have to pass 1 or 2 tests first, okay? Provided that you complete these tests and you pass them, depending on what country you're in, will depend on how many jobs are on offer. So that's the biggest part, okay? So depending on where you live in the world will give you access to different jobs and different price of jobs. That means you can earn a different amount of income depending on the country and depending on the job, all right? Now you might be asking yourself, well, Aaron, what kind of jobs do they actually have on here? Now they've got a lot of different ones. So here's a list of them. And I'll just give you an idea of what are some of the jobs that you can look forward to. Text creation, categorization, copy editing, so editing copy, right? Proofreading documents and things like that. Doing research, doing surveys, mystery visits. So there's stuff that's offline as well. So you can, for example, become a mystery shopper. You would go to different stores offline on the street, take pictures of stuff, upload it, for information for clients. You can test apps. You can do photo capture. There's a lot of different very interesting jobs, okay? So a big list of jobs. You don't really need prior experience to complete these jobs, which is a good thing. So that means that you can basically be anyone from anywhere in the world and still get access to some pretty decent jobs, okay? Now, how much can you get paid? That's the big question, right? Now, Clickworker is a great site. So they pay a lot more than some of these other sites do. So Amazon Turk, for example, pays literally pennies on the dollar. We're talking about 1 cent, 2 cents, 5 cents, 10 cents, 15 cents per job. And even though those jobs are short, it's still very, very little money, right? Remote Tasks pay a little bit more. They pay dollars, right? $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, right? So you're not going to get rich by any means, okay? Clickworker pays a little bit more, all right? So you can make up to $10, $15 per hour, which is pretty amazing. That's almost like a full-time job, right? However, here is the biggest problem, okay, with Clickworker. It's not really designed to create a full income for you, all right? Because depending on where you live, if you live in the US, if you live in a certain part of the US, you might get access to more jobs. But if you live in a small country, maybe in, Bermuda or something like that, right? For lack of a better example, you're not going to get as many jobs. So it really depends on your geographical location, all right? And you just have to see how many jobs you get access to. Now, the biggest complaint that a lot of people have with Clickworker is that depending on where you are, the jobs are inconsistent. So sometimes you might have access to a lot of jobs, and sometimes you'll have access to no jobs. It just really depends on the supply and demand, okay, and what Clickworker can get for their people, their workforce at that particular time based on the country that you're in. So what does that mean? That means that you can make some money from Clickworker, and it's a good way to make some side income, much better than a lot of other websites that I've reviewed out there in terms of if you want to do that whole freelancing thing online, right? So there's another website called Fiverr, right, which I actually am a customer of. So I purchase a lot of services from a website like Fiverr where you can get logos designed, you can get voiceovers, you can get your podcast introduction done, you can get music scores, so many different things, right? Banner ads, all that kind of stuff. But the problem with Fiverr is that again, you're limited by the hours that you have in the day. So that's freelancing, right? And Clickworker is exactly the same thing. It just means that you're exchanging your time for money. Does that make sense, right? Now, Fiverr you can control because it's your gigs that you're kind of putting out there. Whereas with Clickworker, you have to take on gigs, if that makes sense. So you're kind of at the mercy of Clickworker and how much inventory of jobs and gigs they can give you, all right? So again, the biggest complaint that they have is not that they don't pay out, they do, is that they don't have enough supply of gigs and jobs for all of their, 2 million plus Clickworker people all over the world, right? And that becomes a problem. So yes, if you want to earn a little bit of money on the side, then sure, Clickworker is a great resource for that, right? But if you want to create a full-time income, I'm talking about like $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 consistent every single month, it's probably not the place to do it because again, it doesn't have that consistency of jobs there, unfortunately, right? But overall, not bad. If you want to create a little bit of side income, you want to get started as a freelancer, doing some easy work online, Clickworker is a good choice, okay? So that's my review of Clickworker. I hope you enjoyed that. Listen, if you're here right now though, and you're like, well, Aaron, I'm reviewing Clickworker because I'm looking for a way to create more income using the power of the internet, right? I mean, we live in a digital world right now, all right? And for me, I knew this back in 2009. So in 2009, I had been working my full-time job at that point for 5 years, and I was like, I got till the end of 5 years. This job was super tough, 12-hour days, 6 to 7 days a week. I was getting burnt out, and I was like, how do I earn more income, without necessarily being at a full-time job, right? And that's when I turned to the internet because I knew the internet's a super powerful place, and I knew that there were a lot of people making a lot of money online, and I didn't know how to do it, right? So I went into research mode, and from 2009 to 2016, I literally tried every single business model that you might know on how to generate income through the internet, okay? So we're talking about MLM online, we're talking about affiliate marketing, we're talking about drop shipping, we're talking about websites like Clickworker, like freelancing, right? Creating little Facebook pages where you sell products on them, top tier sales, so many different things, surveys, GPT websites, ClickBank, JVZoo. If any of these sound familiar to you, I've tried it, all right? And from 2009 to 2016, literally could not make any profitable income in a month, right? So I was spending more money trying to research business models and websites, to generate income than I was actually earning profit from, right? So it was a very, very difficult time in my life. But I truly believed that it was possible, so I kept pushing. And in 2016, had some amazing results. Finally was able to generate sales online, started generating profit, and then 3 years later, from 2016 to 2019, really honed my skills, started generating hundreds of sales inside of my business. Tens of thousands of dollars later, I tripled my old corporate income in April 2019, and then I quit my corporate job and I went full-time online. And now I've got hundreds of students all over the world where I teach them how to build an income on the side and then take that income and grow it into something more full-time. And then eventually that full-time income can grow even more, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 times what they were making previously in their job, and then they can go full-time, right? So again, there are different levels. And it really depends on what you want to do. Now, this is called affiliate marketing. That's what I do. Now, if you don't know what affiliate marketing is, all it is when you take a digital product and you find a group of people that want that product and you join them together, and when you connect them together, you make a sale. That's called affiliate marketing, all right? However, it's a real skill. It's a real skill. It's a real business. It's a global business, so you can literally be based anywhere. And at the time of recording this, we're in the middle of the coronavirus, and it has not affected the business at all. In fact, it's doubled or even tripled in some areas. areas, right? Because everyone's at home. Everyone's looking for a way to create more income. So that might be you. You might be watching this video because you're like, you're struggling for income. Maybe you had a full-time job and your hours have been cut back, or maybe unfortunately you've lost your job altogether, right? And that's why you're looking for information on Clickworker, and maybe you want to find a way to leverage the internet and make some income on the side, okay? Now, Clickworker is great for that, but if you really want to knock this out of the park, if you really want to build a solid business, something where you don't have to necessarily rely on gigs and jobs, you can literally create your own economy, create your own sales and your own profit, then maybe affiliate marketing might be something that you're looking for, okay? So I've got a free training. You can check it out and you can discover if this is something for you. It's extremely detailed, this training, and it's free, okay? So you can check it out if you want. All you have to do is click the link right below this video. You'll see a little link right there. It's going to lead you to my website. On my website, enter your best email address, and I will send you this video training directly to your email. So make sure you check your spam folder, because sometimes emails these days, it just ends up in spam. And I look forward to showing you how this really works, and if you want, you can really take it, you can knock this out of the park if you want, okay? But I hope you enjoyed this review of Clickworker. I wish you all the best in your life and business, and hopefully we get to speak soon. Take care.